And here is the Writer's Almanac for Sunday, May the 8th, 2022. Mother's Day. The woman whose idea Mother's Day was, Anna Jarvis, became very concerned about the commercialization of it. She lived a long time, and she was able to see what it did for the florist industry and for greeting cards as well. She said, I wanted it to be a day of sentiment, not profit. She was against the selling of flowers. She called greeting cards a poor excuse for the letter you are too lazy to write. And Mother's Day is one of the best days of the year for florists. When Anna Jarvis lived out the last years of her life in nursing home without a penny to her name, her bills were all paid unbeknownst to her by the Florists Exchange, a national organization. It's the birthday of the poet Gary Snyder, born in San Francisco, 1930. When he was 15, he read D.H. Lawrence's Lady Chatterley's Lover, and he liked it and went to the library and found some more books by Lawrence, poems, a book called Birds, Beasts, and Flowers. He said, I was disappointed to find out that it wasn't a sexy novel, but I read the poems anyway, and it deeply shaped me for that moment in my life. He began writing his own poetry. He went off to Reed College, studied anthropology and literature, continued to write, graduated, decided to go to work on a trail crew in the mountains, where he started writing poems about what he saw. He taught himself Chinese. He was inspired by Chinese poetry, went back to San Francisco, got connected to the Beat poets, Allen Ginsberg and others, spent many years studying Zen Buddhism in Japan, lived on a Japanese island, translated poetry, came back to California, taught English at the University of California, Davis, became an environmental activist. Gary Snyder said, I am a poet who has preferred not to distinguish in poetry between nature and humanity. It's the birthday of one of the great men of letters of the 20th century, Edmund Wilson, born Red Bank, New Jersey, 1895, who never took a teaching position, rarely gave lectures. He wrote for magazines, went to communist Russia, learned Russian and German to write about the history of communism in his book To the Finland Station. He wrote about Haitian literature, the Hebrew language, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the literature of the American Civil War. He resurrected the reputation of Henry James. He championed new writers like Ernest Hemingway, introduced Americans to writers like James Joyce, Marcel Proust, and Vladimir Nabokov. It's believed to be the birthday of the poet Phyllis Wheatley, born in West Africa, most likely Senegal or Gambia, 1753, put on a slave ship, came to Boston, sold at auction to a tailor named John Wheatley. She was taught to read and write by the older Wheatley children, learned Latin and Greek, and came out with a book of poems in 1773, poems on various subjects, religious and moral. Here's a poem for today by Marilyn Donnelly, Passage. He who took the steps by two now pauses on each tread, and I who love him so am filled with dread. Short poem, I'll read it again. Passage. He who took the steps by two now pauses on each tread, and I who love him so am filled with dread. Marilyn Donnelly's poem Passage from Coda, published by Autumn House Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.